Well, I've ridden back out into my favourite searching area now. I'm trying another area because I relocated the map or realigned the map, and I found out where I think that perhaps some of the buildings were not where I thought they were. Anyway, I've ridden out and I come across a small rubbish tip, and I got an interesting beep on the metal detector. So I've dug down and didn't expect to find much. But all of a sudden I pulled out this Commonwealth penny, 1 penny, 1922, and it's in not bad condition for how long it's probably been sitting there. So now my enthusiasm is right up. I'm out in the scrub where Scott and I found some rubbish pits the other day, and I'm trying to find one of his rubbish pits where he found some really interesting bottles. Let's go. Not sure what classifies as a ghost town, but I think this one does. There's probably less than 10 people living here. And one of the things I'm looking for to find Scott's bottle pit are mounds of dirt. And that's usually where a hole's been dug and then dirt piled up on the side, and they use the hole for their rubbish. That's not the one. There's another example just through there. Don't know whether it comes up very well, but there's also a kangaroo track through here. Well, that would have been a really nice little jar, and unfortunately the top's broken off it. And that's the seed of a sandalwood tree. And you can see the smooth seed inside. And there's still some fruit on the tree, but it's very, very dry now. It's very disorienting in this bush. Luckily I know where I am, and it thins out a bit ahead. This looks like another good rubbish pit. Just over there is a hole, and I wonder what lives in there. It doesn't look like much has gone down there, but who knows, there could be a snake in there. I'm still wandering through the scrub trying to find this pit that Scott had found, and I've just come across a bit of asbestos, so somewhere around here was probably a house, and it's not often you find stuff on the ground, but I think I found something down here. Where do I see it? Yep, there it is. Just there. It's a 1 shilling Sunbaker. Put on my video amplifiers and see what I can see. Yeah, it's been sitting on top of the ground for a long time, just the way it's tarnished, and it's 1954. Wow. Radio check, channel 67.
Copy that. I'm here. You're lucky you got me. I was just coming in from the sink.
Roger that. I just found money.
Money?
Yes, 1 shilling, 1954.
Okie dokie. That's good.
Didn't need a metal detector, just needed eyeballs.
Oh, okay, so it was just sitting there on the surface.
Yes, it was. Very good.
That is a good find.
Yeah, Scott's not interested in it though. He only wants sovereigns.
Good. That's fine.
Roger out.
Copy that.
So that coin's been sitting on the ground for 72 years. Well, can't say that. Could have been dropped any time after 1954. My motorbike's over in that direction. I know because I can hear it. I left it running so I didn't lose it. I don't know what this thing is. Some sort of clip over a container, but I found one of those out at the ammo dump the other day. If you've got any ideas, leave a comment. Here's another little surface find. How many people will recognise this, but I think this is a little Beck's bottle. Everything is better with Beck's, I think the saying used to be. I think we've got another surface find here. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm not sure what was in here, but it is the property of Big Sister food. So Big Sister were like flavours and things like that, I believe. This jar would have made a beautiful bottle if it hadn't been broken. It's all purple. Another, looks like a glass here. Just found this really nice ceramic porcelain pot lid, really cool. And down there is a light globe. Well, that can stay. Still wary of some of those things up there. A lot of them are gone. I think the butcher birds have eaten them or the heat's killed them. Makes it a bit easier walking through the bush. The only thing I've got to watch out for now are the slithery things. Well, I found it. I found the pit that I've been looking for that Scott located the other day, and I'm going to grab some of his little treasures. He found a gun, or part of a gun. I think that is a nail polish bottle. He'll want that. He'll use the nail polish. What other stuff is in there deep? Leave it in the comments. Should I leave this for Scott to come back to, or should I raid it? I've just pulled up at the pit I was digging yesterday. I'm going to go through some of the stuff as I find it this morning. One thing I did notice as I pulled up on the road today was a little wind-up toy with wheels on it. Really amazing. Just to put a bit of context to where I am, in the old town, there used to be a night cartsman, and he used to have a lane at the back of each of the houses. So just in front of me here, probably pretty hard to see, but there's little rises there and just over there, and I think that was the night cart track, and that would have meant that there was a toilet here at some stage, and possibly near the toilet was the rubbish pit, because in those days, the early days, rubbish was usually buried in the backyard. And yesterday afternoon I commenced digging this, and I found a whole pile of broken bottles, Mackey's bottle, a couple of Cotty's bottles, a Guest bottle, and a broken Coke bottle, and a whole pile of babies, Heinz baby food jars. Well, let's get into this and see what we find this morning. Another one of those little baby jars. Looks like just a little treasure trove here of those baby food. And this is some sort of household product. No labels on it. That is just water that's leaked into the bottle. The interesting thing is that this might even be a milo tin. It's got some green label on it, but completely rusted away. I don't know what that was a bag of, but it's definitely plastic. So pretty much most of this town would have been gone by, say 1990. So that piece of plastic has been buried in the ground for 35 years at least. Okay, little poisons jar, and it says poison, not to be taken, so I'll have to leave that bottle behind. So that's what the baby food is, Heinz baby food. That one's come out with a small part of the label on the bottom. That won't last very long. Well, I'll just cut the video here. I'll come back if I find anything interesting. It's a bit boring just digging out holes. See you when I find something interesting. Hopefully it's sovereign. Well, don't know that this is terribly exciting, but I think it's really keen. There's a purple jar, blue jar, and it's Vicks Vapor Rub. And I'm pretty sure I can still smell the Vicks inside. Just pulled a pile of this shredded plastic. Initially didn't know what it was, but this won't come out on the camera. But it's actually a roll of polony. This just goes to show you that this sort of plastic stays in the environment for a very long time. As do the milk bottle aluminium tops. Yep, go ahead.
Oh, just coming into town. You didn't answer me on my way out.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I found some interesting stuff here.
Okay, I'll be driving past, but I won't be stopping.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Just give us a toot. Another little brown jar with remains of a label on it. Never going to recover those labels. There's too much dirt on it, and washing them off, the labels just disappears. So I've just pulled a little ink bottle out. And there is some embossing on the bottom. Property of Stephen's ink. I'll give that to Stephen. He should pick his rubbish up. Yeah, just mind a bit of asbestos. Oh, there we go, one with a label on it. Bushell's Instant Coffee. I was really hoping this would come out intact. You could see the ripples on the bottle. It's a Fanta bottle. I've just pulled out another Fanta bottle, but also some Colgate toothpaste. Well, there you go. There's a bottle of tomato sauce with a label still attached. I think it says Great West Improved Tomato Sauce. How cool is that? Gotta be kidding me. Lady's shoe. Hope she's not here. Well, that's how deep that part of the hole is. It still goes that way a bit and that way a bit, and I think this way a bit. There's all the bottles I've pulled out. There's a few of the broken cool drink bottles. And amongst this are a couple of tomato sauce bottles with their labels still partially intact. There's one there. And this is probably the best of that lot. And there's also a couple of Holbrook sauce bottles with the more modern plastic pourer thing. So this is a rubbish pit. It's, I don't know, 40, 50 years old. Once I've dug out some of the bottles that are of interest, I'll throw all the rubbish back in there and bury it, and any bottles that are, I don't know, maybe I should leave them on top. What are your thoughts? Right, morning tea time, and I'm off. Stop recording.